Nuke incoming!
Mr. President, a third Google Doc has hit the towers. Ooh, you guys, Google Doc number 3 is about to drop. Fresh new content coming live from the studio, you guys. Live from the studio, fresh content. Okay, this isn't the whole Google Doc, though. Okay, so this isn't the whole Google Doc. So, Doc 3 is about PNZ's kid. Yes, that means what you think it means, and we've been talking a lot from my Twitter thread. Need some time to think. I've been trying too hard to make too many people happy, even with contradictory needs. I've been letting people jerk me back and forth on what they think is right, and I've been trying really hard to be nice. PNZ's kid is okay. Back in October, after months of worrying about optics, we decided that it was too important. We had to see if Poppy's kid was okay. They literally escaped, for fuck's sake. They're 23, but still. Before anyone says anything, I was right. This is the first thing they said to me. Oh my god, finally someone else who gets it. Yeah, they treated me like absolute garbage towards the end. Yes, I understand yes, I understand the delicacy of the situation. Yes, I understand how this looks, but please understand, I'm not just some internet rando who's in way over her head. I've been supporting abuse survivors in a deep and intense way for decades, and I'm damn good at it. I'd fuck off if they had a negative response. I'd push for them not to be involved with their efforts against their mom. In the end, what ended up being our priority was making sure that the kid, no real name please, was okay, and we knew where they were if they needed help. Fuck the optics. I helped them clean up the tracks that led to them. Then we started talking, and initially I insisted on this being strictly for support. They wanted to get involved, and I pushed back that if they wanted to, they could send me screenshots, not thinking they'd apply. Oh boy. First, they sent them to me to illustrate their points, but insisted that that I was free to use any of them. The first batch of 12 was just jarring enough. Then, unprompted, they sent me 70 more. They want me to tell their story. They want me to show how PNZ lie. They're not in a rush. They want to be thorough. So, in a move I was barely okay with, they gave me access to their 32,000 message signal chat logs so I could figure out where relevant screenshots are and have them take them. Holy shit, you guys. Holy shit. I'm taking my time because they're hard to read. My mother left when I was 3. My father remarried at 4 years later, and she was abusive to me for the following 16 years. I felt unwelcome in my own home, incapable of doing anything right, constantly eggshelling. Zena makes my experiences with my stepmom look like Sesame Street. There are little things that you notice when you have text in DB format, just like how Poppy says I love you to her kid 8 times from July 21st to July 22nd, only twice from July 22nd to June 23rd. Watching them be believed less and less over Zena, who started blatantly lying. For the past couple of months, when I've been able to, I've been studying a way to imitate look at the death of the mother's empathy for her child. I chat with them sometimes and give them what support I could. So Spawn says, yeah, I miss when my mom was nice to me. I know I'll only get one shot at this, so here's what the doc will consist of. 1. More complete intro about the above. 2. Transcripts of when PNZ cited the kid's abuse on stream. 3. A tally of claims to track. 3. Screenshots. 4. Examples of assignments that were given. 5. A 3.5 page long single space list of what they deemed unacceptable treatment, which PNZ promptly wrote off as bullshit and complained to their friends about. Screenshots from those friends. Direct rebuttals against PNZ's on-stream claims. Additional context from many of the conversations with TK. Somehow forgot to mention the major chunk. Dozens of the screenshots from TK's personal Discord with a few close friends serve essentially as a diary of their experiences. Purely testimonial on that front. I know, but... And then this is Spawn saying, stress is getting to me, my hair is falling out again. And this is from the logs. I feel like maybe it's worth seeing what a young adult in their early 20s says to their close friends in private about what is essentially a group chat. See, PNZ's 23-year-old kid has POTS, a circulatory disorder that affects your body's regulatory system, including respiratory things that have negative effects. That negatively affects POTS are skipping meals, excessive physical labor, and heat. What if I told you that PNZ would punish them with food restriction? What if I told you at least three separate mentions of TK being worked to collapse or illness? That they ignored TK's symptoms and scolded them for not just eating better. That they worked TK for 8 hours plus some days. What if I told you that TK is 5'1" and 80 pounds? What if I show you, when on stream, Poppy accused TK of intentionally crying so intensely that she disassociated or abusing Zena? Can you imagine being pushed so far by your parents that you're in wailing tears and they don't stop until it reaches that point, and then they accuse you of manipulation? If you like me, and what I'd imagine is many members of the Foundation, you don't have to imagine it. What if I told you that PNZ called, quote, intentionally faking and forgetting instructions when TK was really just having a hard time? What if I told you I knew from the mysterious psych test that Poppy trotted out as proof on stream? What if I told you that Poppy harassed the kid until they gave it up, even though she's not legally entitled to any of it, even though she's abusing the authority of her license? So Spawn says, none of what my mom said about these tests is true. Spawn says, they didn't say that I have BPD, and they didn't even do the right test, and my mom told me that directly. She also forced me to give her my medical documentation. Remember how Poppy talked about having to rush to the bank to make changes to her account because TK withdrew all of their own trust money? What if I told you I have proof that she was talking to them as early as the next morning and TK was completely cooperating? So this isn't the real screenshot. This is like, it's in like an Excel document. So Poppy says, I need you to take this to redact it and fill out it in front of them so I can remove it from my account. This needs to happen today. TK says, okay, no problem. I'll do that today. Poppy says, you need to go soon. They close early today. They close at 1 p.m. TK says, Google says they close at 3. What branch? Never mind. You're right. I missed it. It's almost 12:50. I don't think I can make it there in time. Poppy says, then it will need to be Monday. TK says, okay, yeah, fine. Poppy says, cool. Please do that first thing Monday morning. Once that's done, we can talk about other stuff. Have a good weekend. Zena says, what time are you going to the bank tomorrow? TK says, as soon as I can, I have to figure out how to get the PDF printed first, so I have to go to like Kinko's or something and then go. Zena says, just go to the bank. They will provide you with the form. TK says, okay. Zena says, what time? TK says, I'll try to get there between 10 and 11. It might take me a bit to figure out the bus. TK said, remove from the account. Poppy says, thank you. So it has now, when the Google Doc drops, we will get fucking screenshots that Poppy just sat up here and fucking lied and pretended like this kid just like embezzled and stole all of this fucking money from them with no communication or anything. Okay. Ooh, this is going to be fucking delicious, you guys. Delicious, you guys. I've heard a lot of testimonies about things that Poppy has done, but this radicalized me and has radicalized anyone that I've shown it to. TK asked me to use everything I can from the expose at Zena and Poppy for what they are: abusive hypocrites. So ultimately, how does this incredibly personal violation of privacy factor into the big picture? Yes, I know what this is. I know what it looks like. But these are abusive parents who have been using their platform to use their own victim for pity points, and this is how they win. TK, what about when I come back for the rest of my stuff? Are you going to let me in? Or Zena says, you can talk about that with us, but we still need the keys back ASAP. Your mom has a work agreement with work because there are client files in the house. If you don't send the keys back, then we are required to change the locks immediately. So it's much easier for you to just go to the post office right now and put them in the mail. You can always talk with us later about getting the rest of your stuff. Zena says, the post office is very close to you and closes at 7, so you can do it today. TK says, can I at least go tomorrow? I sprained my foot, so I'm trying not to do too much walking in one day. Zena, address redacted. We need this done today. Use the bus or get an Uber. It's only a couple of minutes away. Again, client files. Please give me more notice than this next time. TK says, would I be able to collect my stuff this Saturday? Hey, I kind of need a yes or no on this. And this is like a fucking huge gap. 11 in the morning to 9 at night. Like, that's a long ass gap. Poppy says, that depends. What time? How much are you getting? Do you realize that the 30-day notice lapsed on the 26th? What that means is legally I don't have to give you anything. To be clear, I'm willing under certain circumstances, terms, and conditions. But you left us with a god-awful mess and a bunch of shit. These terms and conditions are: 1, that you get everything. Anything left behind is getting donated, trashed, or sold to cover the repair costs. 2, you come during the day and are done ASAP. 3, you do not come in the house. I can move your things to the hallway if need be. Let me know if you agree to these terms. Also note that the love seat was trashed and was significantly ripped. I am also keeping the bookshelf because it will not survive another move. It is too old and broken. Mom. TK says, how am I meant to get everything if I'm not allowed to come in? I'm getting my boxes, my totes, and my TV, and the 2 things on the top of the bookshelf. Would Friday work for me to start moving into the new house? Blah, blah, blah. Zena says, no, it won't. We have an event that day. Also, there's a number of things that you're going to need to do before you leave. Let me be clear and upfront about your plans. Telling us randomly is not acceptable. They're literally asking in advance. Zena says, also, we work 2 jobs. You know this. I honestly don't get why you act like this. TK says, okay, is Saturday fine then? You'll tell me the weekend, so I'm asking you about the weekend. Zena says, what is wrong with you? Friday is a work day, and you asked about Friday. TK said, what do you mean, what is wrong with me? Why are you attacking me for no reason? Zena says, this isn't attacking. You keep changing the story. Go back and read what you wrote. You basically made it sound like Friday or best, and then asked about Saturday. TK says, I was going to ask about Saturday and after Friday, but Friday was a better day. You haven't been upfront, or Zena says you haven't been upfront with any of your plans. And then sends the quote back and says, this implies that you have a deadline and that you need to do a thing by. Before you start moving, you do have obligations to this current living situation too, and you need to discuss how you're going to help take care of them. We didn't know that we needed to have to talk to you about this soon. TK said I could plan another trip out to Redacted. Scheduling things together was just a convenience. Zena says, next time, please make it clear when dates are flexible to start. TK, this whole thing is an extremely poor way to communicate. And honestly, I suggest you write something up for us on what you've established so far and what you still need to plan for. Like, the kid's fucking gone, and they're still trying to fucking control this kid. This is so fucking crazy, dude. This is bananas. If you're actually sorry, then stop doing this behavior. This is you making choices. I'm not sure how to respond to that, but I've read it. Okay. What I've been trying to prove is abusiveness. PNZ are recklessly abusive with people who hide behind victimhood and what they use to disdainfully refer to as idpol. This is extensive proof that they're abusive liars, but also how. This is what Zena is like with power. So we read these. This is a ways off. Still lots to do, but I just want everyone to finally know why I'm still in this. I know what Poppy and Zena are intimately. Not because I'm a stalker, because I've had people come to me with how P&Z hurt them. 20 plus of them the claims from the past year. I can't share all of the claims because they only have so much proof, but I believe victims, and this I can prove extensively. This is why it's funny when people accuse me of clout chasing. I have no online brand that I care about, and if I did, this would be insane. People have asked me what the end goal is. My goal is complete deplatforming. For nobody in this community to trust them with their mental health ever again. They are justifying their abuse with therapy speak and teaching their fans to do the same. They are dangerous. Oh, and Zena, yeah, right here. I know you were really sad about being left out of the abuse allegations, but trust me, there will be no ZZ erasure on this one. You're a solid 80% of this one, sweetie. How is that monkey's paw working out for you? Whoever the fuck this is, absolutely fucking savage. Destroyed. Obliterated. I just witnessed a fucking murder. So I'm assuming that this is Zena. Melina literally takes everything I say and blames it on Poppy. They all do. And I have more self-control, so no one sees me posting about it all the time. No, I didn't get any chill time. I've been handling the dog, whining all night so Poppy could do notes tonight, but it turned into her talking and getting support instead. I just left with nothing as usual. There's no time left. I just get to go to bed tonight feeling like shit. I've been holding Poppy all day trying to get her out of the house for a bit. We get on a call, and even then there's no space for me as usual. Everyone in the entire fucking history of this channel erases me and forgets that I exist. I don't even know why I do this shit anymore. And in closing, I'm just going to give myself one little additional treat. If you've been following for a while, you know this reference. But this one's for the abuse mob. You don't still take us seriously, do you? Or rather, are you taking me seriously yet? Because you will. I promise you, you fucking will. Because you're about to understand that this has never been for me. It has never been about me. It's about making sure you two have as few avenues as possible to prey on this community ever again. See you in school. Oh my god! Oh my god! Dude, this is gonna be fire. This is gonna be fire, bro. Holy shit. She ate and left no crumbs. Bro, this is gonna be so fucking juicy. I will continually engage in lateral violence against my own kind as long as they are continuously exposed for being huge pieces of shit. I don't care if you're trans. I don't owe you fucking anything because we're both trans. We don't have any kind of allegiance to each other because we both happen to be transgender or whatever the fuck. I don't believe in that. So, yeah, I will continue to engage in lateral violence as long as people in the trans community continue to act a fool. Okay, I called it. If this drops, they're not leaking logs. They're going to wait to see what this document has before they show their receipts. They're going to wait. Listen, I love you lots. Thanks for hanging out today. I appreciate you guys spending time with me. Peace and blessings. I'll catch you guys later, okay? Have a good rest of your night.